What's up, Wildcards? It's Chris Pombano live from LA at Hope and Wade King's official Wildcard Kids A Journey to Magic book release party. The teachers are here. They are ready to get wild tonight to celebrate the release of the Hope and Wade King's newest children's book, The Wildcard Kids, that has made it into classrooms and impacted thousands of children already. So we got throwback to childhood here. We have arcade games, Dance Dance Revolution. We have cotton candy, churros. The teachers are already playing Mario Kart on a giant projection screen right behind the screen. They are ready to celebrate and take a throwback back to their childhood tonight, all in celebration of the book's release. And we want to bring you some of the magic at home. So we're going to give you some interviews with your Get Your Teach On presenters, Hope and Wade, and give you an inside look into the book and a special announcement that you will not want to miss on how you can use this book in your classroom. So let's not wait any longer. Let's kick things off with the co-authors of the newest children's book. My good friends, Hope and Wade King are here.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going? How's it going?
What's up, guys? Hello from LA.
So we're on the rooftop right now of where we just finished day one of Get Your Teach On here in LA. Talk a little bit about day one of Get Your Teach On. We always say the energy is electric. It's incredible. But LA has something special about it. I mean, these teachers know where it's at. So talk about day one.
Yeah, so far, like you said, the energy, but the intentionality on how they're going to apply these engaging strategies has been phenomenal. This group has more questions. I mean, you saw it today. They have more questions on how specifically do you implement these things with different types of students and differentiate inside the classroom, which is phenomenal. So we can tell that they're being super intentional about how they're going to take this back even this week and next week inside their classrooms.
Yeah, they're already collaborating on how they're going to start this on Wednesday as soon as they get back, working with their teams, working together on we're going to do this is how we can fit this, and it's amazing. Hope, what about you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I've seen is that we have a lot of groups here this time. So we have one district specifically that sent 70 teachers, and so that is so amazing. I think that's why they have so many questions and why they are really focusing on implementation, because they're doing this as teams, as collaborative groups, and so that is so cool to see. Not to mention, we always talk about the energy. It's like every conference, it just gets better and better and better. Makes me so proud, so excited, so happy to be an educator, and tonight is just about celebrating that. The amazing thing that's happening in education, the amazing things that teachers are doing every day. Yes, we're here to talk about our book, but most importantly about what every single educator out there is doing in their classrooms.
And we're definitely celebrating all educators here tonight. Everyone is having a blast already. They're on the dance floor out there with DJ Hoagie Bear. We got people checking in over here on the red carpet that we're calling it, but all the Wildcard kids are here. They are ready to go back there. What do you think of those?
I mean, they're huge.
Buddy, some of them are taller than you.
That's not, what are you talking about here? No, it's just really cool to see the book and the characters actually come to life, and the teachers that are using this inside their classroom already, and it's only been out like a week and a few days, and seeing that and seeing the impact that it's having inside of the classrooms, because I think every child can identify with one character in the book, and to see them come to life over there, it's just very humbling, but just really cool.
Okay, Hope, I want to talk about kind of the process that went into what was the inspiration for the book. I know a lot of teachers want to know, how did it get to this point from 2 years ago? I can't believe it was just 2 years ago. You released your best-selling book, The Wildcard for Educators. Now, that gives tips and tricks and strategies. It's been a long day. How to engage students in your classroom, and educators ran with that. They completed the Wildcard Challenge 2 years in a row, which is a 21-day challenge going on right now to really uplift each other and to celebrate education and to step outside of your comfort zone. So how did it go from impacting teachers to the need for this book now?
Yeah, so when we wrote the Wildcard, we actually came up with a little acronym called MAGIC, and we talk to teachers all the time about teaching beyond the standards, creating good citizens, good human beings, and what that looks like in the classroom, creating conversationalists and students who are not just being engaged, but are engaged learners themselves, and how teachers should be the facilitators in the classroom. And so these 5 letters all stand for a different life skill, like make eye contact, accept failures, and learn from your mistakes. And so each letter stands for something, and that was part of the Wildcard book, but teachers were asking us, how can we incorporate this easily into our classroom? How can we engage our students with this and get them on board and excited? And so Wade always had a dream of creating a children's book forever. And so we're like, this is perfect. And he has literally created these kids This whole story was his like brainchild. I was just there to give advice and tell him when we could do something better. But it's really we're just so proud of this story. It was the hardest project we've ever worked on, to be honest.
But it was the most fun.
Yeah,
like it was
we're so proud of it.
Yeah.
So each of the characters, I love that you brought up the characters, because the thing that teachers are saying most and students are saying most is that everyone can relate to one of the characters in some way. So Hope, which character do you think you relate to most based on your personality and theirs?
Wow, that's a really hard.
Yeah.
I know. That was a good one, right? That was a good one.
So I love my girl Sky. Like girl power, learning how to find that inner confidence, speak out, speak your truth, and use your voice, because everybody's voice deserves to be heard. Everybody has something valuable to say, valuable to bring to the table. And so I don't ever want for students to shy away. Even if they're shy on the inside, they still have a lot to offer, a lot to bring to the table. That's what makes the world a better place. So I love what she represents and what she stands for.
All right, Wade, what about you? Which character do you think that you relate to most personality-wise? Maybe the journey they go through, because they're on a journey together, but they each kind of go through their own individual journey throughout the book. So what do you say?
Oh man, I would probably say Zach, because Zach exemplifies, well, his letter is the letter A, accept failure and learn from your mistakes. And that, as an adult, that is so difficult to do, and it's hard to hear that, hey, I messed up here, how can I fix it, or how can I improve on it, instead of trying to make an excuse for why that didn't happen. And she'll tell you all day long, I will make excuses for a lot of things. So it's one of those aspects. I identify with him, but then I also see that a lot in the students, and my students, and being intentional about providing opportunities for our students to fail is so important, but we shy away from that because we want to avoid the breakdown. And it's daunting as a teacher to have to build them back up and pour into them. But just like Hope said, providing those opportunities, not necessarily academically, but socially as a human being, helping them learn how to pick up trash or be more organized or whatever it is, teaching them, okay, you messed up here, this is a little mess, let's fix that. And so, yeah, I would definitely say Zach.
Now, Hope, how can teachers implement this into their classroom? So now they have the book, they're ready to read it with their students. Many have read it already, but how can they kind of take it to the next level and to really make sure that their students understand each aspect of the book as it's meant to be?
Yeah, so you can obviously read it as a whole text, but really kind of how we intended for it to be read is chunk by chunk, piece by piece, to really develop each character's journey and what they learned along the way. So there's lots of different strategies that you can use. We've came up with this idea of magic coins and getting the students to earn coins each time they're kind of developing, or it's really not about perfecting a skill, it's about finding progress within a skill and really turning that into a habit. And so I'm really excited about that. Am I supposed to say?
You can say.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm using, so.
I'm supposed to say.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm thinking in my head. Do you want to know what you're thinking?
I mean, does it start with an N?
No, not yet. That's coming. So if you want to find out what that.
Something totally different.
No, this is Amy Lemons and yourself are back together, and you've created this. I can't even call it a unit. It's really like a journey through the book from a kid's lens in your classroom. Right. So they have times to reflect and do acts of kindness and gratitude and really reflect on their own individual journey as the characters make this journey. So where could they find more information about that if they want supplemental vocabulary, activities, team building challenges that go along with the book? Character traits, exactly.
Yeah, so you can find that at hopeandwadeking.com, and it'll lead you to Amy's TPT shop. One of the most exciting things about this is we actually created a Wildcard Kids journal, which allows them to check in each day, how they're feeling at the start of the day, also what their intention is going to be for incorporating these 5 letters, words of affirmation for themselves, wild acts of kindness for kids. And so it's a 21-day journal for students to begin implementing these things on their own and reminding themselves individually, but also, of course, they'll be reminded within the classroom if you're focusing on that as a teacher. But we are so excited about that journal. So yes, hopeandwadeking.com will lead you to Amy's shop where you can purchase the unit. Yeah.
So teachers all over the country have already started their journey to be the wild card. Now it's time for your students to do that as well. So we have a really special announcement that actually is launching right here at the book party for the first time ever, and this is probably the coolest thing that I've ever heard. Cool. So Wade, I'm going to let you talk about it, and then Hope, you're going to talk about the logistics of it. So. Yeah.
So we decided to partner with Novel Effect. So Novel Effect is an organization that takes storybooks, picture books, and they literally have composers that write soundtracks to whatever you're reading. And so your words, when you're reading the words, they match up to, so if there's a key in the door handle, you'll hear a key effect, or you'll hear dramatic music and it really brings the story to life. I read the book to my students last week, my 8th graders, and they're 8th graders, but Chase is just talking to me. I'm not sure what he's doing. The video? Oh, you have a video.
We have a video.
We have a video.
Here we go. Okay.
Video.
Cut to the video.
Novel
Check it
Effect
out.
synchronizes theme music, sound effects, characters' voices, as you, the parent or the teacher, read the book aloud to your kids.
So you just need the app on your phone, tap the book that you're going to read, and then you set your device aside and you open up that physical print book.
There's no precedent for this. It's a voice-driven audio experience.
It's about capturing that child's attention and having them look at you like a hero.
There you have it, all about Novel Effect. We didn't have to do the work. There we go. Literally, when I first of all, we were there in the original meetings when they were going through. They had all these incredible ideas for just how to bring the story to life, how to convey each character's personality, Mrs. Wilde's kind of soundtrack to her life, and what she brings to the story. Hope, what was it like the first time when you heard Novel Effect with the book that you two kind of built?
Wait, what was it like the first time that you heard Novel Effect
What did you
built
do?
with the book that we
What did
wrote?
you do?
Okay, I might have cried a little bit. It was a long week. I was very emotional. It literally is like Disney World. Like, you know when you walk to Disney World, this is the only way I can explain it to people, the music is really good right now from the DJ, so it's in the back. That's why we're dancing. And I literally cried because as these kids are, if you've read the book, turning into their superhero power and discovering their inner journey, the music and the soundtrack, just that, it's so uplifting and inspiring, and it matches the book absolutely perfectly. So if they want to do that, how can they get it set up to use that in their classroom with their students? So how it works is it's just like Alexa almost. So convey how they would get that set up.
Yeah, and so you go to Novel Effect, you want to download their app because not only have they been so gracious about bringing the Wildcard on as one of their books, but they have so many other picture books in their library. I'm telling you, like, we know the power of picture books in the classroom. This literally brings those books to life. It is one of the most incredible things I've ever heard. It makes every story so powerful. Like, your kids' jaws are going to be on the floor, because mine was on the floor when I heard it the first time.
They might cry.
Yes.
I read it to my 8th graders, and 8th grade.
You told us.
I know, but they literally were. I'm so pumped up about it because they were literally so excited about it, and they're 8th graders. This book isn't necessarily for 8th graders, but they're like, oh my gosh, they wanted more, and it was because of Novel Effect.
Yeah.
And the thing that I love about Novel Effect is that it's not just one soundtrack that plays as you read.
No.
It is specific to every single word. A door opens, there's a sound for the door. If you want to go back and reread a page, it will pick up where you are, and it just kind of does it. So if you're at home right now, you can download the Novel Effect, and Wildcard is just launched on there tonight. So now it's officially on there. So search for Wildcard Kids, and we want to see you trying it at home. So try it on your kids, your dog, your friends, a doll, anything you have at home.
Let us know what you think about it. Tag us in it, take a story of it. Let us know what you think about it. Tag Novel Effect, because literally they are doing amazing things for teachers, and this app is free, y'all. It's free. Like, what? Free for teachers.
All right, so we're going to let you guys go enjoy the party. Any last minute words, anything you want to say to everyone?
Hey, this journey is all about creating magic for kids. We know that's what educators do on a daily basis. So we just want to say thank you to every single person that's purchased the book. You've given us messages of inspiration from you, yes, but what has been so literally just touching is messages from your kids and how your kids are loving the book and what they think about it. That's who we wrote it for, and that's the purpose of it. And so thank you to every single person that has shown support. We're so grateful.
Just
Ditto.
saying ditto, and
Ditto.
just being consistent with that, and we just want to encourage you guys to be consistent with using this acronym because it's so important.
Yeah, it's more than just a story. It truly is a journey that doesn't take one day, doesn't take 1 week. It's continuous in building, and it takes a community to get there. So congratulations. We're so proud of both of you. Go enjoy the night. I know there's a lot of teachers that you want to talk to and thank them for their support. So I'm going to let you guys head out there, and we're going to hang out right here as this party is just getting started. If you want to try Novel Effect with your students, download the Novel Effect app right now and search the Wildcard Kids for your chance to try everything we just talked about. If you haven't purchased the book yet, you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, now available in hardcover and paperback. And I want to talk to you guys from a student's perspective, a child's perspective of how they enjoyed this book. So I'm going to bring up my friend Israel Lemons right now. Biggest fan of the book, and I'm his biggest fan. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
You're doing good. Did you read the Wildcard Kids?
Yes.
Did you read it yourself or did Mom read it to you?
Mom.
She read it to you. And what did you think when she was reading it to you?
Good.
You thought it was good? Like how good? On like 1 to 10, 10 being the best. What did you think about it?
10.
A 10? You would give it a 10? I would give it a 10 too. So what did you like best about it? What was your favorite part, Israel?
I liked when the trolls were arguing about the warm pie.
When the trolls were arguing? Why did you like that part so much? Was it funny?
Yes.
Was the book funny all throughout? Who was your favorite character?
Zion.
Zion? You love Zion? What do you love about him so much? He's just a cool kid, huh?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you think was Joelle's favorite part, your sister? Did she like it too?
I don't think she read it.
She didn't read it yet. You gotta tell her to read it. Will you tell her to read it tonight?
Yes.
Maybe you can read it to her. Maybe you can. Do you want to come? Joelle, do you want to speak for yourself here?
Yes.
Did you not read it yet?
I did.
Did you read it on your own?
Yes.
Okay, what did you think, Joelle?
It was really good.
Really good. What was your favorite part?
When Sky took on the trolls because she was really brave.
That is exactly what Hope's girl power, right? Girl power in being brave. So, do you think every kid should read this book?
Yes.
You think they're gonna really like it?
Yes.
You want to go get some food and dance the night away on the dance floor? Yes. No dancing, just food.
Yes.
All right, you head out there. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm their biggest fans. They're the biggest fans of the book. You heard it from them. The story comes to life. The magic is there. You need to try it. It's not just for classrooms, but at home with your children as well. So if you're a parent, this book is amazing for those soft skills that really help build that confidence, build that community, and celebrating each other, not just in the classroom, but at home as well. So I want to talk about the academic aspect of it. So I have my friend Amelia Capitosa here. She is a reading guru who has read this. Welcome. You got the memo on the color. There we go. I'm rocking. I know, we should have got you one of these shirts. I'll get you one. So, Amelia, welcome. How was day one of Get Your Teach On today?
It was awesome. It was really fun to be here in LA. Everyone was excited. They were energetic and just really like into the hands-on activities, which I love to see when teachers are really ready to dive in. It was awesome.
Now, you're like, I said today in my session, if I could take Amelia's reading brain into mine, I would want to, because you're like the reading guru on all things. So I want to talk about the vocabulary and the language used in the book, because most picture books, they tell a story, you kind of close it, and you're done with the book because it was a good time. Talk about what makes the Wildcard Kids so different and so special.
Yeah, so actually I was reading with my boys at home, and I'm reading this, and my first thought as a teacher was like, this vocabulary is amazing. And I love that, like Chris said, it's not just general vocabulary. There's great words like confidence and transformed, but the academic vocabulary is really good. So my teaching partner who teaches math and science this week is doing a whole Wildcard Kids book week, and he's using some of the science things. So like in the part where Zach talks about the cave and the crystals dissolving, he's going to do some things with landform formation.
Because science is his thing. That's a line from the book.
Yep, so he has all that academic vocabulary to pull off of out of the book, which is awesome.
That is awesome. And it can be used cross-curricular as well, because although reading teachers are traditionally doing read-alouds in classrooms this book goes so beyond just your traditional read-aloud, because it's teaching those skills like you said. What did your boys think of the book as a mom?
Oh, they love it. In fact, it's like we always do a bedtime story, right? 1, 2, 3 books. We've probably read it 5 times now, and it's only been out for, a week and a half? I think I could tell you the whole story, plot line, everything. They love it. It's the superhero kid book they want to read every night.
So if you had to give one message to teachers on why they need this book, what is the reason they need this book in their classroom?
I think the biggest thing is that it's for every classroom. So this week, my teaching partner who teaches science is reading it aloud. He doesn't even teach ELA. That right there shows it's powerful.
Yes. All right, Amelia, I'm going to let you head down there. Yep. Thank you so much for joining us. Amelia Capitosa, everybody. All right, I'm going to welcome up another teacher who has read this to her students in her classroom. Kimberly Harper is here, one of the members of our Magic Squad. She really took this book and read it to her students, shared it with them, and they had an incredible experience. So, Kimberly, come on up. Welcome to the Wildcard Live. Welcome, welcome. Now, if you went back to the Wildcard book release party, you might want to scroll down 2 years ago to when Hope and Wade King released their first book. Kimberly actually made a special appearance as she was, what were you eating, a taco?
Taco.
So she's in the background as we're like really diving into the book, and what Kimberly walks across the background. Do you know the timing of that so they can watch it?
No,
like the 10-minute mark maybe, I don't know.
I'll post the link. I have it on my Instagram.
We're gonna post the link, so if you watch that, Kimberly literally is in the back eating a taco, so we thought it would only be fitting to.
life.
Yes,
Yeah.
always, always. All right, Kimberly, talk about how you shared this book in your classroom this week.
Okay, so as soon as I got it, my kids were so excited when I first of all told them that I know the authors. And so I didn't really plan it that well because it's a really long book, which is amazing. And so we only had time for half of it, which for my kids was like devastating. They were like, wait, we're stopping? So we stopped right after they got to the Cyclops.
But that is the way it was intended anyway, so that's good. So it's a longer book because it goes through a whole journey. But like Hope and Wade said, if you chunk the book, and it kind of leaves that anticipation of a cliffhanger of what's going to happen next on this journey and will they get out. So I love that you did that.
Yeah, it was unintentional, but it worked out perfectly. And so I wasn't able to finish it, and my kids were devastated. They're like, no, we have to finish. We have to know what happened. So I was like, sorry, guys, it's time for PE. Like, you're going to PE.
We're on a schedule here.
We're on a schedule here. There's rules. And so when they came in the next morning, they literally were like, are we going to finish the book today? We have to finish the book. And then we ended up doing the directed drawing that Amy did. And so it was phenomenal. They absolutely loved it. They told me to tell Hope and Wade. 10 out of 10. Absolutely would recommend. They loved it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kimberly. I'm going to let you head on over there.
I'm going to go get some food.
Okay.
And I'll stand right
Yeah,
here.
she probably will. She probably will. Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly Harper, everyone. Another member of the Get Your Teach On team is here, and she has really taken this book in her classroom, and we just love having her. Katie Mullins, everybody. Hello, friend.
Hey.
So talk about the Wildcard Kids. You've read it probably more than once because I know you. Just talk about what it means to you, the Wildcard Kids, and reading it and sharing it with your students.
I love the book. What I think I really love about it is that it takes such an important, meaningful message, but it's not delivered in a way that's cheesy. Like, it's really engaging for your kids.
Yeah, I'm going to feed off that. The messages throughout are woven into the character's storyline. So you have to pick up on things and really work on them just like the characters would in the story.
Yes, and I think it's written in almost that, like, graphic novel format, which my kids love graphic novels right now. So I think it's just like the images are interesting and there's so much of the story. One of my coworkers was flipping through it and she's like, whoa, this is like a full on like long story and full of awesome details, and watching each character like have their moment is so exciting.
I love that you said that, have their moment, because each character truly does have their moment to shine and take that spotlight as they learn something about themselves that they can lend to the team. She's like tearing up thinking about it. She's like, it's beautiful. So I want to talk about the illustrations though. They were done by our friend Matt Sadler, and the illustrations are incredible. I mean, if you look vividly in the illustrations, there's some hidden things throughout the book. If you haven't found them yet, you might want to check it out. The illustrations tell a story in itself without the text, so I love that. These teachers are playing Mario Kart. Do you hear them screaming?
Yes, I do.
So they're playing Mario Kart on the side of the hotel. You can't see it, but they're literally, teachers are competitive. They're literally screaming. Okay, so back to the illustrations. What do you love most about them?
They're just really captivating. Like the part where when they like get their superpower and it's like whoosh, and then all of a sudden they're in their outfit, like it just draws you in, and all that, like the different creepy characters, and I just love every part of the illustrations.
The characters are built so well that every single page where you turn, there's a new character, there's another part of the storyline that kind of builds upon each other to the end where they learn this giant lesson as a team. So thank you so much, Katie, for joining us. I'm going to let you head on there. That food smells really good, so if you want to bring me something, please do that. All right. Well, this party is just getting started here in LA. If you haven't gotten your copy of the Wildcard Kids, A Journey to Magic, make sure you go to Amazon and search the Wildcard Kids, now available in paperback and hardcover, and download the Novel Effect app to try it with those sound effects right now, voice activated, to bring some extra magic to your classroom. I'm going to head down there and see what these teachers are doing on their journey. But before we go, I'm going to welcome back Hope and Wade one more time.
I'm only back because you forgot something.
Okay.
Okay, so we put a little thing out there for teachers who purchase the book to go and register the book they purchased, and they could potentially win class sets. And we're going to Skype in with some classes to do Q&As about the book. And so Chase has the winners for us.
We have some winners. All right, let's see those wild winners on the screen right now. Drum roll. Nicole Baldwin, you won a classroom set of Wildcard books to bring to your students. Lee Horn, a virtual Q&A with authors Hope and Wade King, and a classroom set of books. And our grand prize winner, Sarah, you're going to be winning a one registration to our national conference in Orlando, $500 for classroom supplies or travel for the conference, and a virtual Q&A with Hope and Wade for your students after you read the book, along with that book for every single student. Thank you so much for doing that for teachers.
Oh, I mean, anything that we can do to give back, just to say thank you for the support that you guys have given us, just small little things that we can do. But now I'm going to go eat. This food is crazy.
I'm smelling it.
Yeah, I smell it.
So I got to go eat.
All right, you guys go. So congratulations to our winners. Contact info@hopeandwadeking.com to claim your prize. That's info@hopeandwadeking.com to claim your prize if you're one of our 3 winners. Make sure you get your copy of the Wildcard Kids, A Journey to Magic, and start your journey today. I'm Chris Romano, live from LA, heading back into this book release party. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next time.